Hey guys, it's Miss Richardson here. We have our field trip on Wednesday. I hope you guys are ready. So today we're going to talk about a few things before we go on our field trip on Wednesday. First thing we're going to talk about is when you have to decide as a business owner to set your prices. What's a good price when you're thinking about selling your products? When a business owner sells a product, he or she must decide for what price each item should be. It's very important. If I offered to sell you your favorite candy bar, what is the most you'd be willing to pay for it? So think of your favorite candy bar. What is the most you'd be willing to pay for it? If I bought the candy bar for 50 cents, it cost me 50 cents. Would I be a good business person if I sold it to you for 30 cents? No, that would not be good because I would lose money. I'm not a good business person. I have to make a profit in order to stay in business, right? So what is profit? Profit is the amount of money you make on your product after deducting your costs. So you have to think about this. When setting a price, you want to make sure you keep in mind the costs. In other words, how much it costs you to make the product and the revenue, how much money you make by selling the product. Business owners have to think about these things. If you price your product too high, you'll sell less than you want. On the other hand, if you price your product too low, you'll make less profit than you want. And if your price is less than your cost, you'll actually lose money on each item you sell, which will put you out of business very, very, very quickly. So let's look at some prices. So we're going to consider these prices, the number of lemonade, glasses of lemonade sold. So let's look at these. So let's say I open up a lemonade stand and I decide I'm going to price my lemonade at 50 cents a cup. I might sell 10 cups. If I go a little bit lower and sell them for 40 cents a cup, I might sell more cups, right? 20 cents, or excuse me, 20 glasses at 40 cents. And then you notice as the price decreases, the number of glasses increases because people want to pay less for what they buy, right? However, when you start looking at your cost and your profit, you want to get that, what they call the sweet spot. You want to have a price that makes your items sell, but also makes you the most money possible. So if you'll look at these, selling 10 glasses of lemonade at 50 cents brings in $5, but it costs you $2.50 to make the lemonade. So your profit is $2.50. Now, as the price decreases, you'll notice after, so 40 cents, that's what we call that sweet spot, right? So it's a good cost, and look at the profit. It's the most profit of all of these prices at 40 cents a cup. We're going to sell twice as many glasses of lemonade at 40 cents than 50 cents. But we're still able to make a pretty good profit. But what happens as we lower the price more and more, our profit decreases. And actually, if we sell lemonade for just 20 cents a cup, it actually would cost us $2 to sell at this price. Okay, so that's what businesses are always trying to do. They're trying to find that exact price that makes more people buy their product, but they don't want to lose money on every time someone buys something. All right, so in your citizen workbook, find this page, setting a sell price. Look at these questions. Go ahead and pause the video and see what you guys come up with as these questions, and then come back to the video and let's see what happens. All right, so you guys try these on your own. All right, so let's look at what's going on. So what must a business consider when setting a selling price for a good or service? They must consider their business costs, which is how much customers or consumers are willing and able to pay. What effect might a decrease in price have on sales? Well, almost always when prices go down, people will buy. So if anything goes on sale, people are going to go, oh, they're having a good sale. You should go buy such and such, whatever the item is. Why should a business avoid selling a goods or service for less than it costs? So if they sell it for less than it costs to produce it, a business must earn a profit to remain in business. They're actually going to lose money. Number 4, many stores sell end of the season clothes and goods at a low price. Why do they do that? Why do stores have a clearance section at the end of a season? Well, they're no longer popular. They're trying to get them out of their businesses, and they want to make room for new inventory, for new seasonal items. How is the selling price related to the profit? Well, price times quantity sold equals the revenue. You take that revenue, you have to subtract your costs, and that's how much profit you actually make. The price will affect how much a business sells and how much revenue it earns. All right, so help me fill in these blanks, you guys. Setting the right blank is important because prices affect the revenue of a business. So what goes in there? Price, good. Number 2, revenue must be greater than blank to earn a profit. What word would go in that blank, you guys? Costs. Did you get it right? Did you guess it right? Number 3, blank are affected by business costs and what consumers will buy. What would that be? What do you think? Prices. Number 4, businesses consider their blank when setting prices. What must go there? Their inventory. They want to see what they actually have in stock, right? And number 5, a business's blank, including salaries, rent, and utilities, must be paid by adding a portion of those expenses to the selling price of each good or service it offers. Did you guys come up with the right vocabulary term? Operating costs. So a couple of these words came from last week, so I hope you got those right. All right, so when you are in business, why is it important to advertise? Advertising is a way of persuading people to want your goods or services. Why is it important that businesses advertise through TV commercials, the internet, radio, magazines, newspapers, sides of vehicles, billboards, etc.? Why? Why do businesses do that? They want their customers to see that ad, and then all of a sudden they think, oh, if let's say a Big Mac commercial just comes on TV, all of a sudden the person sitting there watching TV is going to think, oh my goodness, I'm hungry. I think I want to run over to McDonald's and get me a Big Mac. All right, what about you guys? Do you have a favorite ad? What type of ads do you not like? So you're watching your favorite show, and then all of a sudden a commercial comes on. It's so annoying, right? But sometimes those commercials are pretty entertaining. Advertising is an operating cost at Junior Achievement BizTown, and in real life, you will need to develop advertising appropriate for your market. Businesses try to target their advertising to the people who might need or want their products. When you advertise, you will want to grab your potential customer's attention, hold the customer's interest, and create a desire for the product. Also, you want to prompt that person to buy your product. You want that advertisement to stay in their mind. You're going to want them to think about it for a long time. All right, so I'm going to show you guys, or I'm going to tell you some pretty popular slogans. I want to see if you guys know what business these are from. Okay, so you guys try to guess these on your own. Which company says, hey, what's in your wallet? Do you know? Capital One, right? How about there are some things money can't buy, for everything else there's fill in the blank. MasterCard. Did you get it right? The next one, eFresh. What is that? Subway. Number 4, the Quicker Picker Upper. What is that? The Quicker Picker Upper. Bounty paper towels. The next one, you're in good hands with Allstate. I'm loving it. What is that one? McDonald's. We have the meats. We have the meats. What company is that? That would be Arby's. Just do it. Nike. It keeps going and going and going. You know what that is with a little bunny? That would be Energizer. The next one, finger licking good. KFC. And notice they don't say Kentucky Fried Chicken. They don't say that. They say only KFC because fried chicken is very fattening and it's not very good with your waist. And so they stopped saying Kentucky Fried Chicken and now they just go with KFC because that's another advertising gimmick, right? All right, the next one, happiest place on earth. What is the happiest place on earth? Disney World, of course. All right, so those companies have been very successful with advertising because probably, I don't know if you knew all of them, but you probably knew most of them. And so that means they are very successful with advertising. If you know their what do they call their jingle or their phrase, then that means that they have very good advertising people in the right jobs. When you get to Junior Achievement BizTown on Wednesday, you will receive 2 paychecks. There are 3 salary levels for employees at Junior Achievement BizTown. You'll either make $9 an hour, $8.50, or $8 an hour. You all will have to pay a 2% payroll tax, which is, by the way, very, very low. In the real world, we pay much, much, much more than that. And you guys will have to write checks or use debit cards for most things you purchase at Junior Achievement BizTown. There are only a few businesses that allow cash purchases. The maximum amount of cash you can or you may withdraw each time you deposit your paycheck is $2. You'll have to fill out deposit slips, keep up with your transactions in your register, open a savings account, and fill out a direct deposit form. So don't forget, you guys, your teachers will be there and other volunteers, parent volunteers will be there to help you guys out. All right, so what does our day on Wednesday look like? So this is basically the outline of our day. They're going to welcome us. We're going to go into our business. You guys are all going to be together. Thankfully, I asked that you guys all get to stay together. They're going to have an opening town meeting. We're going to have an employee. You guys are going to work for about an hour. That's your employee work times. They're going to have a staff meeting. They're going to have another section of employee work times. Then we're going to clean up in our businesses. We'll have a final staff meeting. And finally, about right before 1 o'clock, we're going to have our closing town meeting. So that's what that looks like. So I'm going to meet with you guys live tomorrow during our Zoom meeting. And then I'll see if you guys have any questions about what's going on Wednesday. So make sure you ask me those if you have any questions. And I will see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.